Hello everybody! This is a short sequence to integrate left and right side of the brain. Sometimes feel edgy or sometimes even too tired. And one of the goals of yoga is not to necessarily just relax, but to find a balance between the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. In Nadi Shodhana, this alternate nostril breathing, which we'll do towards the end, is a pranayama that is designed to do exactly that, balancing out left and right. Ida and Pingala, those are the two channels that go through the body, ultimately uniting in Shushumna, or the central channel. So let's get moving. It's always nice to have two blocks. I have a meditation cushion to sit at the end, and maybe it's nice for you to have a blanket nearby. I'm going to start in child's pose. You can broaden the knees slightly. Need a blanket right away underneath the knees. Go ahead. I'm going to keep the knees close together. That's fine too. I'm going to come up onto fingertips, so I can already get a sense of length going. Before it doesn't touch the earth, it's not a problem. Keeping the neck nice and soft between the arms. Breath in, walking the fingertips a little bit further forward. And breath out on the ground through the sits bones. One more, breath in. Breath out. Good. I'm going to ground my hands and wave the spine forward as I inhale into a tabletop position. As I exhale out, I wave back into child. You can do this a few more times at your own pace. Maybe this is a good moment for you to come into Ujjayi breathing. Get that ocean sound going. Tighten the back of the throat slightly. Next time you're forward in a modified plank, inhale. Exhale, shifting the weight into the right hand, right knee to come into low side plank. Just feeling stability through the hands, grounding through your index finger. If you like to lift your left heel off of the floor, go ahead. Opposed to arching here, you can pull your belly button in towards the spine. Get a broadness through the kidney area going. Inhale. Exhale as both hands onto the earth. Shifting the weight forward, preparing. Exhale, lower onto the floor. Inhale, a little cobra, hands underneath the shoulders. And as you exhale, back into puppy pose for a moment. You can walk the hands even further forward. So this time, the sits bones are more or less on top of the knees, so we get even more length going. Prepare and go towards downward dog. So, good. Then you can ground your hands, and we'll do the same thing a few more times. Inhale, rounding the space forward. Exhale back. Inhale takes you forward. Maybe you become a little bit more smoother. Maybe your spine's starting to feel a bit more connected. Inhale round. Exhale, shifting the weight back. And then next time, inhale forward to a modified plank. Exhale, consciously shifting the weight into left hand, left knee, right fingertips starting to reach up. Now some heads like to look down, some like to look to the side. Feel you to gaze up towards the ceiling if the sides of the neck can stay nice and soft. For that, the tips of the shoulder blades need to roll up, back and down to keep the space in the side of the neck. Lifting the right heel if you feel called to do so. Another breath in, breath out. Inhale into your modified plank, shifting the weight forward. Exhale, lower it all the way down. Inhale your little cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog this time, checking the toes under, lifting the hips up and back. Maybe you want to walk on the spot a bit. First down dog. If you feel like you're slipping, you can always grab the edges of the mat so you got some traction. Nice length through the sides of the body. Good. If you feel stiff in the upper back, you can always gaze slightly down, and that will help you to get some more length through the upper back. I'm going to ground my hands as we will wave forward into plank. Inhale. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Can go a few more times at your own pace. If hands and feet just feel like a bit too much for you today, you can repeat the same sequence on hands and knees. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, both feet over towards the right hand side, so you can come into a side dog. The knees are bent, the shoulders are not on top of the wrists. It's more like a down dog, one long line from the hands into the tailbone, just that my tailbone is curved up and towards the right. One more, inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, the sun knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga if you feel ready. Inhale, little cobra or an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same things to the other side. Inhale, way forward. Exhale, back. Feel tired, you can always go back onto your knees. Otherwise, you can also see, how soft can I make this movement? Next time, forward to plank. Exhale, both heels over towards the left hand side. Soften the knees and create a big space across the right side of the body, waist, armpit. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, your vinyasa, chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, here, back bend, cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. And then let's walk the hands towards the feet. Nice, easy forward fold. Feet can be hip width distance apart if you like. You can soften the knees, let the head hang just for a moment. Good, nice. And then let's slowly come forward, back again, into a downward facing dog. And then we'll wave the spine forward, inhale. Exhale, this time lowering the knees for 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're gonna come into bird dog. If you feel like your wrists are getting tired, you can always let the fingertips roll off of the blocks. It might help you to just give a little bit more relief. Right foot kicks back. Good, and no need to get the leg up high. We want a sense of integrity and the right leg lifting from the inner heel and really using your bum. You can stay there or extend your left fingertips forward. Okay. Just hanging out here if you like today, bending the right knee. Maybe you find the tips of the toes with the left fingertips. No need to go into a big back bend. Just pulling the foot back, heart reaches forward. And feeling this crisscross, right side of the body, touch the left side of the body. Good, from there, inhale, back into bird dog. And then exhale, we're gonna step the right foot through between the hands into a low lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, just arrive here. Take another breath in. Exhale, opening towards the right side. Left fingertips reach forward, right fingertips reach back, create space. Yeah, this right shoulder tends to roll forward. Pull it up, back and down. Feel the space. You can stay here or inhale. Right hand towards the back thigh. So again, crisscrossing here, creating space through the left side. Wonderful. Take another full breath in, full breath out. Inhale. And then exhale, grounding the hands, stepping back. Move through a vinyasa if you want to. You can go up to plank or stay down, lowering as you exhale. Inhale your cobra or up dog. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Same sequence, inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lowering the knees for 3, 2, and 1. Other side, left foot kicks back. Pressing the toes into the earth, just puff up through the kidneys. Maybe the heel lifts up to butt height-ish. Right fingertips maybe reach forward. Just breathe here and find your balance. Or maybe left toes, right fingertips meet. And finding the right balance between pulling in each opposite directions to open the heart. Breath in, breath out. Inhale. Coming back to center, right fingertips reaching forward, left heel back, and then exhale. stepping the left foot between the hands for your low lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale again, just to sink into your foundation. Hug the ribs in, pubic bone in towards the belly button. Pressing the right pinky toes into the earth as you maybe twist open. Good. Wonderful. And then maybe in the morning you take some time to open. If you feel like your upper body is really, really far forward, you can pull it back a little bit. That will set up your spine in a way so you can twist a little bit better. Left hip pulling back, right hip pulling forward. Good, maybe gazing back. Inhale, reverse. Again, left side of the body is touching the right side of the body, creating this loop between left and right. Inhale. And exhale, windmilling the hands down. Your vinyasa, full or modified. You can always just skip it, back to child, or back to a dog. Back into a downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good. One more sequence here. Let's step the right foot forward. If you like to go through three-legged, inhale. Exhale, stepping the right foot through. Good. And from there, you go into pyramid pose for a moment. You can ground the back heel if you like. Blocks are at any height that you need. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, pulling the right hip back, folding. You can also stay halfway lifted. If there's any other arm variation you'd like to explore, go ahead. Take another breath in. Exhale, pulling right hip back, left hip forward, getting a sense of integrity through both sides of the hips. I'm going to take another breath in, inhale, halfway lift. And then let's step the weight forward. Blocks can come with into an L sit. Left toes pointing down, belly button pulling in, finding integrity here. Good. You can simply stay here if you want to bend your left knee. Grab hold of your right tippy toes, left tippy toes with the right hand. You can come into sort of a revolved sugarcane pose. Right knee can always be slightly bent. You can come onto fingertips, and no need to go super deep into a back bend. Again, feeling the sense of crossing center, right and left side touch. Take another breath in and out. Good. Both hands come back down. Left knee comes to the outside of the right foot. You come down into a seated twist. It's hard to ground both sit bones. You can always extend the bottom leg forward. Same twist here. Inhale, and reaching the left fingertips up. Exhale to twist to the right. And then, although we're twisted, although this is asymmetrical, you want a sense of grounding through both sit bones, grounding through both feet, opening through both shoulders, gazing through both eyeballs. Especially the left eyeball wants to lead here. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, let's come back to center. And as you exhale, let's shift the weight over towards the left side so you can swing the right leg behind us into pigeon pose. If you need a blanket underneath the left hip, block, etc., go ahead. Nice and soft pigeon pose. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale to fold. Take 3 or so breaths in, feeling into the outer left hip. And again, although this is an asymmetrical pose, hips are square, shoulders are nice and open, and you're folding into the shape with a nice long spine. Breath in, and breath out. Inhale, let's come back onto the hands. If you had a blanket, you can take it out. Inhale, 3-legged, kicking the left leg back for length and space. And from there, if you want to take it through 3-legged vinyasa, you can. Otherwise, 2-legged, you can go modified, or you can go ahead, skip it, go straight into child, or wait in down dog. Another deep breath in, and breath out. Same sequence on the other side. Inhale, lifting the left leg up from the inner line of the leg. Exhale, lightly stepping it through, coming straight into a pyramid pose. Again, maybe you want some blocks. Back heel can ground. Parsvottanasana. Inhale, halfway lift to pull left hip back. Right hip comes forward so your heart Spine is nice and straight, and then you can fold over the left shin. Then as you stay here, continue to grow the legs, feeling like you're pulling the left thigh bone into the hip. As you release more and more through the upper body, shoulder blades gliding down the back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, I'm stepping the foot back so I don't go out of frame. Blocks come forward, right toes pointing back into an L stand, Ekapada, Ardha Uttanasana. You can just enjoy your length here. Maybe you like to bend your right knee, left fingertips. Maybe find the tips of the toes. And then you can soften in your standing leg if necessary to feel a sense of lengthening and opening, kicking back, similar to what we did just before in a tabletop position. And then filling out the shape with breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. You can slowly release. Right knee comes to the outside of the left foot. And then sinking down, finding both sit bones on the ground. Again, if you want to extend the bottom leg because it feels a bit congested, go ahead. You can also sit up on a blanket. That might help you with a sense of grounding. Inhale, right fingertips reach up. Exhale, twist towards the left side. You can just cup the knee. You can karate chop the outside if the knees say what feels right and appropriate for your spine this morning, noon, or evening, whenever you're practicing this. And then lean back a little bit more, almost like you're going into tiny back in through the upper heart. Inhale. Exhale, pulling the belly button in to ground through the lower half of the spine. Inhale back to center. Exhale, shifting the weight towards the right hand side so you can swing the left leg around into pigeon pose. You need a blanket like on the other side. Go ahead, place it underneath the hip. Inhale and exhale. Feeling into the hip. Maybe you feel it also through the front of the left thigh. And I like to really clip down the left pinky toes into the earth, and that will help you to square off the hips. So again, our spine is not rounded, it's not wobbly. The central channel and Ida, Pingala, those are the so-called masculine, feminine energies that are so the yin and yang, that are moving in and around in a spiral form around the central channel can start to express themselves. Good, we're slowly going to come up onto the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, tucking the left toes under. Last vinyasa of your choice if you want to go there. 3-legged, 2-legged, maybe just lengthening it out in a down dog. We'll meet child's pose for a moment, grounding the knees, grounding the spine, resetting again in a symmetrical posture. Good. And then we'll do sort of a weird movement before we do one last posture. Let's come already into Baddha Konasana. It might be nice for you to sit up on a blanket or even a meditation cushion, and also sit up against the wall, soles of the feet together. And just finding a position where you can really lengthen through the spine. We're going to move our upper body here, so getting comfortable. If here you just feel like it's just not happening, you can also cross your legs or sit however you like. You can bring the hands together and then start to draw like a figure 8 with the hands side to side. And with the hands completely together, you won't go very far. But as you allow the hands to sort of slide on the inside of the arm, you can make the movement a little bit bigger. You can inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, and down. So you're really touching one arm with the other. There's a bit of a twist going. Center of the body has to work to keep us upright. And then you can slow it down, come back smaller, smaller. And then release the arms. From here, we're going to go into eagle arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Let's say right arm underneath. You can just give yourself a hug or double bind to come into eagle arms. Inhale. And then exhale. Maybe you just hang out here, pushing the shoulder blades down. Or if you feel like there's some room for you to fold forward, you can do that too. Breathing into your hips. So noticing this upper body, it's a bit pretzeled. Left and right side intertwining. Like Idam Pingala around the Shushumna. If you've seen that staff, the symbol of apothecary, drugstore, in Germany at least, that's the sign. It's the staff with like these spirals going left and right, like the DNA. Slowly coming back up, inhale. Exhale, release the arms, reach up, inhale. Exhale, other side, left arm underneath. Start it the other way, just the other side. Inhale, prepare. And then exhale, either just moving the shoulder blades down, breathing here. Again, you can sit up against the wall, or if you feel there's some room for you to fold into, maybe folding in. Breathing into the hips. Breathing into the spine. And for exhale, we can reaffirm the center line, pressing the hands into one another. Last breath in. Breath out. Good. And we'll slowly come up. Release the hands. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, bring the knees together with the help of your hands. You can windshield wiper slightly side to side. Maybe your hips meet that. And then we will reset. If you want to go into internal rotation after all that external rotation through the thighs, you can maybe sit up on a block with the heels just to the outside. If you don't need anything to sit in between the heels, classic Virasana, that's fine too. Good. And then we'll just go into a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana. No ratios, no big counts. I'm using my right hand to bring index finger and middle finger into the palm of the hand. And I'm using the right thumb to close off my right nostril. I'm using my ring finger to close off my left nostril. No need to fully plug it, and no need to push down hard on the side of your nose. That tends to clog up the nose. All right, we're going to take a deep breath in. Easy breath out, both nostrils. And then I'm going to close the right side to inhale through the left side. 2, 3, 4. And then I'm closing off the left to exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4. Closing still the left side so I can inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4. Closing the right side, can exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4. One more time, inhaling through the left side. Switch and exhaling through the right side. Inhaling through the same right side. Closing off the right side, you can exhale through the left. You can repeat this a few more times at your own pace. If your nose is really clogged up, you can either pretend, you can just place the hand at the base and imagine that you're breathing in through 1, although you're breathing into 2. If your nose is completely clogged up and you can only breathe through the mouth, you can still add the fingers breathe through the mouth, but really just imagine the breath is coming through one side, exiting through the other. Maybe your breath is a little longer, a little shorter. Maybe the ratio of inhale and exhale starts to change. Do your own thing, just allowing this left side, right side, sympathetic, parasympathetic to slowly find a sense of balance. Next time you exhale through the left side, take your time. Bring your hands back into your lap or just hands onto the thighs, anywhere where you feel grounded. Just taking a few full breaths through both nostrils. And if you want to finish your practice here, go about your day, you can do that. You can also turn off the video, lie back down, and just take a quick Shavasana or long Shavasana. Good to say bye to you here. I thank you for joining this practice, and I hope you have a wonderful day, noon, evening. Thank you.